the happiness we experience in our efforts to achieve our dreams, which is why their attainment can leave us feeling empty, making us believe that we need to find our next I'll be happy win. A few years after graduating from college, a friend reached the point financially where he could buy his dream car, a really hot limited edition Corvette. Initially, he was excited when he drove his car, looking for any opportunity to take it out for a spin. But within a short time, his dream car simply became his transportation. It ceased being special because it was part of his normal day. Did the car change? No. Did the experience of driving it change? No. But his perception of driving it did. The car quit being special because it was now ordinary. Could driving his dream car be part of his daily happiness? Of course, but that would depend on his happiness mindset. A house doesn't make you happy. The experiences that happen inside the house are what makes it a home. Homes, not houses, are your source of happiness because they are filled with memories created with your beloved family, your friends, and your pets. Happiness is rarely an outside job. It's when we look inside our homes, our relationships, and our lives that we find it hiding there. That's why a specific job title won't make you happy. The experiences you get to have as a result of that title lead to your professional happiness. Likewise, an engagement ring doesn't make you happy. It's the experience of loving someone enough to commit to building a life together that produces your happiness. Happiness is a lot easier to find than we've given it credit for, which is the real secret to practical happiness. So, what is practical happiness? It's the foundation for realistic happiness. It means expecting that unhappiness, stress, fear, chaos, and annoyances will zap your happiness sometimes while trusting that you can manage these happiness zappers. It's understanding that happiness is unique for each of us, yet the experiences that make us happy are fluid and change. It's recognizing that happiness is the rush of excitement, but also the serenity of contentment, and the many other types of happiness in between. 31 of them, in fact. I formalized the 4 practical happiness principles after a TV reporter, Sean Giggy of WFAA in Dallas-Fort Worth, interviewed me when the Society of Happy People turned 20. He asked, "What have you learned about happiness in the past 20 years?" When I thought about it, a few important insights stood out. One of them involved me personally. Some people assume that I'm happy all the time. But no one, not even the founder of the Society of Happy People, is happy all the time. I'd certainly experienced my share of unhappiness, stress, fear, chaos, and annoyances, happiness zappers. Both of my mom's parents, whom I adored, passed away when I was in my early teens. My mother was in a serious car accident that took her almost 3 years to recover from when I was in high school. My parents divorced my senior year of college. I didn't always have the money for everything I wanted or needed. And of course, my heart was broken multiple times through the years, just to mention a few of my significant happiness zappers. However, I've always been naturally optimistic. I believe that everything, the good and the bad, happens for a reason. Our purpose is to try to learn lessons from both. So when Sean asked what I'd learned about happiness since creating the society, I realized that my happiness wasn't about specific experiences, but rather how I allowed those experiences to define my happiness. One of the biggest lessons I learned in those 2 decades is that we don't always get to choose what our life looks like. Of course, some of our choices impact it, but often life happens, and we need to adjust our dreams. We lose old ones and discover new ones. Often, our biggest choice is how we react to our experiences because our happiness changes when we change. Long after Sean asked me that question, I kept thinking about it. I reread things I'd written in the society newsletters and my responses to emails and social media posts from the early days of the society to the present. There was an ongoing theme. I always wanted people to experience more.